Hello everyone. So I'm sure you all know where I am right now, but this video is going to be checking up on some elevators, not necessarily focusing on one group of elevators. Here are the two Wonderverse elevators, this being the passenger elevator, and this one being the behemoth of a service elevator, which a lot of people confuse this with a freight elevator. As you can see, it's on independent service. No call button on this floor. You just turn a key, because that, as you can see by the scratches here, I've covered this in previous videos, there used to be a call button and it eventually got replaced by a key switch. And there is a video that somebody made where that was a call button. There is a call button on this elevator, obviously, because it's the public passenger elevator, but the light doesn't work. So in this video I'm also going to talk about an update as far as my career goes. You know, I have secured a new job. I'm not going to reveal any details other than the fact that I'm going back to school buses. Yeah, I'm not revealing the company, and well, I'll talk about videos later, but yeah, we're gonna go ahead and ride this thing, take it up to 3. The last time I made a video with these is when this elevator was broken, and then Otis elevator showed up while I was talking to the my buddy who's an engineer here. You see, I had originally ended my video from this floor after getting off the service elevator, but then the both of us saw Otis had just showed up when we had gotten down to the first floor, and so figured, well, I'll resume the video because that gave me an opportunity to see the machine room. I didn't get to go in it because they didn't have any safety gear to provide me with, but yeah, we'll go up to 2 now. But yeah, it was cool. I'm the first elevator enthusiast to get the machine room for these on video. There is a second machine room on the roof for the service elevator since it's a dual motor. Just the first motor is in the same machine room for this elevator. So the second machine room is upstairs on the roof for the service elevator. You can kind of see into the pit there, all that crap down there that got dropped into the shaft. Shaft lights are on. It's just auto parking. Nobody called it because then it would show an up arrow. See, now we're at 3. And the doors did not open. But if I press open, now they will open because we're level with the floor. I'm going to take the service elevator on a quick joyride now. When I got here today, this elevator was sitting at 2 for whatever reason. So I let them know, and they brought it up here. I didn't know if somebody from the engineering department was using it for maintenance purposes, or if it was an elevator enthusiast who took it down to 2 and didn't return it to 3, because obviously independent service keeps the doors open and you can't place any calls, so the elevator's in complete attendant control, if you will. You know, the elevator won't go anywhere without an attendant when it's on independent service, because if you let go of the floor button while the doors are closing and not fully closed, they will reopen, and then it just sits there till the operator commands the doors to close, if you know what I mean. We'll go back up to 3. Oh, are you going up?
Yeah, thank you.
Which floor?
1 or 2.
Sure thing.
Thank you.
No problem. You have a nice day.
You too, thank you.
No problem. Oh, don't want that getting stuck in the door track. It's a good thing I saw that. Clean this up a bit. Holy crap. All right. Here we go. We're gonna let it park. All right. Yep. Obviously, you saw my video last week of doing code blue service on this elevator. I'm not the first to do a code blue service demo on an elevator. That honor would go to Alex. Forgot his channel username off the top of my head, but he comments on my videos. You know, he met an Otis tech at a hospital building, and said technician showed him code blue service, inspection service, and independent service on the hospital elevators. I also tested fireman service on the service elevator the same day I did code blue, so I do have a video of that. I just have not posted it yet. There goes that elevator. So now we're going to take a break and talk about, you know, my plans as far as making videos with my new company. It's a school district, so as far as, you know, just realistically making videos goes, I'm probably not going to take the risk. You know, I've had problems with both the bus companies I've worked for previously with my videos. You know, they had issues with them. So I'd rather just stay out of the hornet's nest, you know, not even bother making videos because I don't want to get in trouble. It's not necessarily that the videos are the problem, but what's being said in the videos. So, you know, I've talked about this in my live streams. If you're going to make videos and you work for a bus company of any kind, you better either have permission or you better make sure you're not saying anything that could defame the company. Because if people find out information about the company, like their phone number, email addresses, and they decide to contact them based on what was said in a video, well, that could constitute harassment. Like, oh, why aren't you fixing your buses? Like, okay, first of all, it isn't your business, and second of all, the maintenance of the buses, I mean, yes, the less that's said about that, the better, but some companies are going to be better than others with maintaining buses. Some companies don't want to do it simply because the bus in question is an older one and they might get rid of it soon, so I can understand it for that reason. But yeah, I mean, as much as I would like to make videos with a new company, I'm probably not allowed to, and just in case that is in fact the case, I'm not going to do it. Though, then again, you could argue that you should never assume because it makes an ass out of you and me, but I'm just assuming this because it's a school district and they're typically more strict about this sort of thing compared to a corporation like Durham or First Student or whatever. Because obviously I was a school bus driver for First Student, and then I worked for Ideal Charter, which is anything but, and now I work for school district's transportation unit. I'm not going to disclose, and I'm not going to make any videos with their buses. So now I'm going to jump in my car. We're going to go film some other elevators, maybe the Red Garage Elevonic 401s. And no, that's not my mom's car. As you can see, it has different taillights because this does not have the LED headlights, but it is the same color. And obviously it has different rims, different tires. Here's my Q4 e-tron, which I gotta say, I like it very much. Nice thing is, I don't even have to push the start button. All I do is just step on the brake, turns right on. Alrighty. So yeah, I know a lot of you guys might be disappointed by the fact that that I might not be making bus videos anymore, but you know, that's just in regards to on-the-job bus videos. I'm not saying that I'm done making bus videos altogether, because then how could I call myself Busmaster 99? But what I am saying is that if I'm going to make a bus video, it's going to be about a bus not pertaining to the school district that I'm going to be driving for. Because I haven't officially started driving their buses yet. There are still a few steps that I need to do, but I just figured I would update you guys on what's going on. So I'm going to park in the blue garage. And then, let's see here. I'm just trying to find a good spot. Some of these people park like assholes. Yep, this is a good spot. Perfect. The other nice thing is, if I just open the door, it goes right into park. Don't even have to touch the button. And the car turns off once it is in park. But yeah, I hope you guys at least understand why I'm making this decision not to film the buses with my to-be new company. But if I see a bus on the road and I can think of a cool video to make, I'll definitely make it. Like the school district I grew up in, just earlier this month, I saw one of their buses had a flat tire. Caught that on camera, and that video has over 1,000 views. And it's titled Brand New 2026 ICCE Breaks Down, Not Clickbait. But of course, the breakdown was everything to do with the tires It was nothing majorly mechanical, so nothing wrong with the engine, transmission, anything like that, but, or nothing like that, excuse me. But you get what I'm saying. So here are the red garage elevators, 2 of them anyway. There's another one around the corner over there. There aren't any freight elevators in this garage, but there are 2 in the blue garage. I've ridden them both. And I might ride them on camera in this video. But yeah, these are colorful. This is a colorful palette, colorful steps. Now let's check out the red garage. I'll let her get on that elevator. I'll get the other one. This button is kind of loose. It's hot in here. Going down? Oh,
On 3.
Oh,
Thank you
3?
so much.
Okay. You must have hit the up button because this is still
Oh, yeah.
still going up 1 floor, but no worries. Door close works, so.
Oh, 6.
Oh, 6?
Oh, no.
So.
6, what is it?
Wait, which one are you going to?
Now we're going down. I'm going to G.
Oh,
Oh, somebody already took the number.
oh.
Yeah.
So what number is it going to G again?
No, we're gonna go
We're
to
going.
3.
No, we're stopping at
You're
3.
first to come in, you're last.
Have a nice day.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
No problem. They were confused because I guess they hit both buttons, and this is the elevator that stopped first. Send it back up. We'll get the other one. That one's here already. Still got the broken glass. Yep, these still run very well. Pretty smooth for, well, let's see. Interesting. So light, fan, inspection, independent service, and safe rate. That's if the switches weren't on the COP right there. But yeah, the light and fan switches on these are underneath the COP, which is interesting to say the least. We're gonna mosey over to the 3rd and final elevator in this garage now. But yeah, hopefully what I'm saying is making sense. You know, I really hate disappointing you guys because I've been doing YouTube for over 10 years. And I guess you could say my 10-year surprise is that my previous company I was working for, Ideal Charter, was starting to treat me like shit to the point where I felt it was necessary to quit to get away from that. Which, I gotta say, there were some things they were doing that could have been illegal, or definitely are illegal, namely not enforcing proper pre-trip inspections. Because if you're a company that owns commercial vehicles, you have to have your drivers do proper pre-trip inspections, including checking the brakes. which, I mean, I've covered all of this in a stream I made. But yeah, let's check out this elevator in the meantime. Ooh. Tile's broken. Here's Nordstrom. The door close button still works, but it's not very clicky, so yeah. And that does not sound good. So I'm getting off this thing. All right, on to the next. Oops, other side. So this building has Otis elevators that were modded by Collie in the last few years. And I have ridden them. They're actually pretty nice. I don't remember what they were like when they were vanities because I never rode them when they were. But yeah, they had vanity fixtures. They were Elevonic 401s or 411s. I'm not sure which. But they were installed in 91 and then modded sometime in the 2020s. They now have Innovation Prestige. But yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong about the bus videos. I absolutely loved making them. I loved sharing my insights about buses. And some of my videos have proven to be helpful for other bus drivers. But unfortunately, some companies want to be picky and harass me about my videos, which I think is uncool. And I really don't understand why people have to stoop to that low of a level. And I mean, I can understand privacy and safety reasons. That's the whole reason why I didn't reveal the company while I was working there. But obviously, you know, I made a video with one of their buses before I was working there because I met a driver, super nice guy. He works for a different company now. He quit before I did. And I don't blame him one bit for leaving. So, yeah, just, you know, fuel for thought and stuff like that. And like I had said in my most recent stream, I made a call to one of my friends who was the former shop manager of Ideal Charter, and he says that they're having trouble keeping technicians now. So not only are they treating the drivers like shit, they're treating the technicians like shit. That's not how you run a company. You can't treat your staff like shit all the time. It's ridiculous. Like, progressive discipline is one thing, but harassing people for every little thing, you know, insignificant things that don't really matter all that much, that's when it starts to become microaggressions, if you will. I mean, I really don't like talking about this or thinking about it, but the fact of the matter is that it happened, so I feel like talking about it is the only way to truly get it off my chest. Alright, so we're gonna take a ride on these elevators. Haven't ridden them since last year.
Oh, sorry.
Door close button does not work. But yep. Oh, somebody wants to get on. Going to 2 or 3?
3.
Okie dokie.
Thank you.
No problem. Just gotta wait for the doors to close.
Third floor.
So these do have CE Electronics voice modules, camera for the emergency phone, camera for surveillance in the elevator, yes and no buttons for the emergency
First floor,
phone.
going up.
That time it said going up. Interesting. It did not say going down from 3. I know a lot of people dog this mod, but I think it's cool. I mean, it would be cooler to see these still as vanities, but, you know, this isn't a bad mod. And they run well.
Third floor.
Okay, I guess it doesn't like to say going down from the 3rd floor. There are 4 COPs in both of these elevators. That's what I think is really cool. Plus, I like Innovation Prestige, so I don't think this. So yeah, I don't think this is a cringeivation mod. Is that the Acura that's making that sound? Anyway, that's the green garage. We're not going to bother with it, because we all know how crappy those elevators are. They're Schindler MTs, and they're complete garbage. One of them's even out of service. The same one I was riding in the Friday the 13th celebration video I made last year. You know, the reason why I decided to celebrate Friday the 13th of 2024 by doing that is because Donald Trump won the presidency, and we all know the allegations surrounding him nowadays. Yep, I never liked Trump. No offense to those of you that do, but you know, something to do with the Epstein files, and there were protests even in my hometown in downtown, which, yeah, I thought that was awesome to see. But enough about that. This all I gotta say is I hope Donald Trump has a seat with Chris Hansen one of these days. So there's the orange garage. Not much has changed there. Unfortunately, the elevator on the left in that bank still out of service. Has been for about a year now. Pretty insane. So I'm not really sure what's going to happen with it. Maybe the repairs are too expensive and they're just going to wait for both of them to break and then have them modded. Because they've had the 2 freight elevators in this garage modded, as well as one of the passenger elevators. So I'm sure these will likely get modded in the near future. As for the Schindler 300As in that garage, can't really say what's going to happen. But as you guys know from the streams, I am looking to get into the elevator industry. You know, ever since I met those elevator technicians almost half a year ago, you know, they told me they pay you to go to school. And so I thought that was a pretty good incentive. So that definitely ramped up my passion for getting into the elevator industry. But yeah, as you can see, there's the out of service sign. So let's ride the elevator that still works. I'm not gonna go to the other side of this garage. Up to 5. That doesn't sound good. Reminds me of that last elevator in the red garage. Difference is, this is hydraulic. Don't really understand why they went with hydraulic over traction for this garage. There's a phone. Oh, someone's getting on. Going down?
Yeah.
Sure thing. Yep, that does not sound good. That sounds concerning. Well, at least we made it here safely. All right. These garage elevators are somewhat busy. But yeah, so my plan right now is, even though I didn't get another motor coach driving job, I did get another bus driving job, which, yeah, might not be my ideal bus driving job. No pun intended, because obviously if you're planning to work for Ideal Charter, I would advise against it, because you're walking right into a death trap. And I better turn this off because somebody's cranking their music loud and I don't want to get copyrighted. Okay, so I'm guessing it's that Mercedes that's got the loud music going. Yep, it's the Mercedes. And another Mercedes just pulled in. This, I guess, is some sort of heater fan. It's a pretty interesting contraption. But anyway, there's a freight elevator behind this door. And there's the machine room for it. Whoop. There's some people in there right now, so I'm not gonna ride that one. Anyway, this is the elevator that just got modded this summer. Here's the machine room for it. And this is the fireman service phase 1 instructions pulled from when this elevator was a 201. It is now a hydro mod. And you can hear that machine room, or you can hear the elevator machine loud and clear. See, unlike the Wonderverse passenger elevator, this button works. The light on it works. I mean, the button works on that elevator I just mentioned, but it just doesn't light up. Which, the issue is rooted in the fact that the panels are pretty much exposed to the elements. So yeah, crazy. Yeah, someone just walked up behind me, but she took the stairs up. I didn't know if she wanted to ride the elevator, but she decided to take the stairs. This elevator, as well as the other passenger elevator in this garage, are arguably the busiest elevators in the mall. So you can see why this one got modded. That other one's due for a mod. Okay. That was interesting. Okay. So this elevator goes from this parking garage directly into the mall. Somebody did a hit and run. That's interesting. The down already lit up. Going down?
Mga batanon. Thanks, man.
No problem.
Ang mga batanon, di mo gusto trabaho.
Alrighty.
Ang usually, katrabaho lang pag weekend.
Well, here are a few more businesses here at the mall. As you can see, these are innovation buttons on the outside. This is an innovation key switch. But obviously, the inside is all Otis. So I wonder why they didn't use traditional Otis fixtures on the outside and inside, but it's only on the inside. Depending on how long it takes for this elevator to come back up, I might just go over to the second one and just start going down. Oh, this one's coming back up. You can see the car top from here. Pretty cool. Looks like there's someone coming up to this floor. Or maybe they want to go down. We'll see what happens. And I hope I do not get copyrighted, because there is music playing and that would suck if I got copyrighted. The odd thing is, I don't see a smoke detector for this elevator, which is odd because usually there's always one. Alright, P1. Alright, 2 more elevators and then conclude this video, but yeah. My plan basically is, and I know I've been trying to say this throughout the video, I've just been busy riding elevators at the same time, getting interrupted by people, fun stuff. But yeah, my plan right now, because I'm going back to being a school bus driver for the time being, is to do that. And then when the IUEC opens the NEIEP recruitment for either Peoria or Chicago, I will sign up for that, and hopefully I'll end up getting the call and take the required tests to be an elevator apprentice, and then that's going to be my new career path. I'll be an elevator apprentice for 4 years, going to school while I'm doing that, and then from that point I would be eligible to take the final test to become an elevator technician, get licensed as one, and then start doing repairs and maintenance on elevators. So yeah, that's it's definitely an interesting career path switch, but you know, if it wasn't for meeting those elevator techs that were very insightful, probably wouldn't be making this decision. And instead of doing that, I'd probably be a school bus driver for a little bit, and then if I find a good motor coach company to work for that prioritizes safety, then I would work there. Don't get me wrong, I would like to go back to motor coaches. It's just there has to be like, safety has to be taken seriously at all times. Because here's the thing, you know, with the company I was working for, they put out a group text saying, like, any violations of dress code or unprofessional behavior will result in disciplinary action up to and including termination. But the odd thing is, the management have sometimes themselves been unprofessional over the phone via either calls or texts, and you know, I feel like that's hypocritical because they're not following the same standards that they hold their staff to, and we can't discipline them. So it isn't fair. It's a double standard. But yeah, that ship has sailed, and I was going to quit sooner or later. That trip to Philadelphia, PA, with those terrible customers, that was the final straw. This door operator is almost non-existent, but the elevator still runs. But this one is due for a mod. And we're stopping at M1. Going up?
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
Thank you.
Sure thing. You excited?
Yeah.
Go get your bear. There you go.
Thank you.
No problem. Send her back down. Yeah, that door operator is very slow. I would not be surprised if this elevator takes itself out of service in the near future. That didn't sound good. Yeah, and this door is beaten up and abused and scored to death. We're gonna get off at P2. I'm gonna go check out the freight on this side. But check this out. The down is broken. See, it's not lighting up, and the doors should be reopening when I'm pressing that. But yeah, the button's broken. So that sucks because you can't make a down hall call from this floor. You can only make an up. But I guess it isn't really that big of a deal. There is another elevator, and if you're able to, you can walk down the stairs one floor. It's just one floor down. A lot of water leaks. Man, this place really could use some maintenance for the roof, you know, the ceiling, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, this will be the last elevator we ride. This is the Otis freight elevator. And over on that side is a Hydro mod freight. So a newer Otis mod. But oddly enough, this one has a keyed stop switch. The other one has a non-keyed stop switch. Hopefully this elevator isn't too busy. And after this, we'll go down to P1 because P2 is locked for whatever reason. As you can see, can't go to P2 in the elevator, but outside the elevator, obviously you can still call it. So we'll have to get off at P1. There's a truck here. Oh crap. I might be trapped. Well, found another way out. now we're going to go back into the garage and take off. So that's pretty much going to end this video. Just me riding a bunch of elevators, talking about the job I'm going to be starting, as well as my future career path. So obviously elevator apprentices don't really have a say in who they get to work for, but I'm hoping that I will be working for Kone. But even if I'm not as an elevator apprentice, I can always go work for them when I become a licensed elevator tech. But yeah, not really sure if there's much else to talk about, but yeah, the story goes, for right now at least, I'm going back to being a school bus driver because the motor coach company that I did apply to was not hiring, so gotta go plan B. Sometimes in life you gotta go plan B. So, till next time, peace out.